subsequent seasons, the Most High said, "Fuck you," and that's all praise to Heavenly Father because He was not going to perpetuate that lie.
Yeah, he shut that shit down.
Not with all the truth out now.
All right.
I mean, what happened to the red all over?
Believe me.
If they go into the badger skins, they gonna get exposed.
I have to go and search up that video and find it if they didn't delete it, because they, But
if you go into just the badger skins alone, you're exposed. Because the badger skins would show you that the badger skins were dyed red, and the dyed red has nothing to do with the so-called dark, swarthy, light-skinned to dark-skinned Negro.
A swarthy or tawny
individual.
Right. We got swarthy and tawny men in here.
Right. Honey golden brown.
That's right.
Oh, that don't count. That don't count.
And one honey golden brown. All right.
Hey, but it's summertime. It's getting caramel now.
But let them finish.
The moral conscience of America. You know how there's that poem about the Nazis, how they came after the intellectuals and I said nothing. They came after the Jews and I said nothing, and now they come after me. Well, America, they came for the Palestinians and you said nothing. They came for the protesters in the streets, and you said nothing. And now they're coming for your own best and brightest, your own Ivy League bourgeois ruling class children. I told you before, America's empire is going to die in the rubble of Gaza, and that's just what's happening. Oh, this is a serious problem for you. Those students are the talent pool for your future. They're the ones that you're going to hand over the reins of power to. You trained them up for that. And you can tell that just by how different their protests are. They're not rioting.
That's right.
They're not burning down police stations. They're not looting a CVS.
They're getting scarred.
They're not making crazy demands like people who have no experience dealing with politics or with the authorities and so on. No. They're demanding very reasonable demands. They're demanding divestment by their universities from Israel. Very simple. They're protesting in an organized and a disciplined way. They don't even let just anybody talk to the media. They have their own media team, you see? These kids are from the professional class. They probably got a workflow chart and a human resources department for the protesters. These young people have been primed to take over the system. And instead of taking over the system, they're taking the system down. I'm telling you, you're in a crisis right now. America's in a crisis.
Okay, so now that he said that, cue up the other video, all right? And so the other video, because now that he gave you how the inner workings of the politics is failing within itself, now we're gonna look at the other effect.
Can I hit this grip?
Absolutely.
This is 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world of them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. It's like Matthew 24 tells us, wars, rumors of wars. All right, it's getting more violent out there with the nations fighting against each other. All right, the one people against another, right? But it's more. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they should not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So this is the beginning of that. All right, he just mentioned you got these Ivy League students that's supposed to take over. They're just supposed to be the next rulers of this place. But yet they're speaking against this place, man. That's the part of that sedition, the beginning part. They're not regarding their kings and princes. They're speaking against their kings and princes. And you got a lot of people that's protesting shit like Starbucks and stuff. They're like, we're not drinking Starbucks. They support Israel. There's a lot of this shit going on. They found out these different companies, and you always see in the comments, well, this is just one companies of this umbrella company. We got to stop dealing with this, that, and this. They all support Israel. You know, so they ready to make that move, man. That spirit, the truth is coming out.
I guess we'll do that. This is Mark 3 and 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand at all. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. so it's over with. Everything, all these nations are. But Esau is against itself, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
For the simple fact, you got people that's protesting against Starbucks, and it's mainly Edomites. But this company is a company that holds up multinational company, but it really holds up the American economy. And these different companies, you coming against your own goddamn your infrastructure. You know, which is madness.
They divided from the highest to the lowest.
Right, y'all, they're fucking blood clotting their own damn system. You know,
right? See that the Lord said He's going to disappoint them in the enterprise. All right, so in all their ways, I don't give a fuck what way they're trying. The Lord said He's going to disappoint them. He says He's going to disappoint them in the enterprise. He said He's going to mess up their devices. All right, so all the tricks in the matter of fact, the Lord says, understanding gone from teaming. He took it. He set Esau up all the way up until He can take him down to make him fall. And now He's making errors in every single way. Mm-hmm. So hallelujah. Hallelujah. They're fucking up. Are you ready for this one?
You know you fucked up.
All right. Let me see, I'm gonna go ahead and press this and see if
Dollar Tree closing 600 stores this year.
Yeah.
CVS closing 900 stores through the end of this year. Walgreens closing 150 stores.
And
Outback Steakhouse.
I have to say this for the record. A lot of times, motherfuckers say they close the store because it's underperforming, blah, 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 blah. They're lying.
Oh, yeah. Well, she's not telling you. She's telling you the truth. Said the downfall of the U.S. economy.
No, kind. But a lot of these places, they're acting like the store's not making money and they need to shut it down.
Oh, fuck them. That's why she's on TikTok and not on mainstream media. All these right? Because they full of shit.
So I'm gonna run it back and let her speak.
600 stores this.
And it says 144 for the time stamp.
Dollar Tree closing 600 stores this year. CVS closing 900 stores through the end of this year. Walgreens closing 150 stores. Outback Steakhouse has already closed 40 of its restaurants. UPS is cutting 12,000 jobs in 2024. Citigroup cutting 20,000 positions as well. eBay, why not? 1,000 jobs lost there. Microsoft cutting 1,900 positions. Expedia cutting 1,500. Cisco cutting 4,000. Apple cutting 600.
So those are
it's entertainment too. Regal Cinemas closing 429 locations.
Wow.
Hulu's grocery store shutting down 413 stores.
Damn.
It's not affordable to be in retail anymore. Foot Locker closing 400 stores.
Look. Think about this, what she just said and what's happening and what we're witnessing, brother. Right. America is a capitalist society, all right, which is basically, and its number one resource, all right, is purchasing things. You cannot buy your way out of poverty. You cannot buy your way out. You need to make things and sell things, and America doesn't do that. America is a consumer country, and you have retail stores, but the people in the country are the consumers. All right, it's not like the other nations are consuming our products. All right, so if she's saying the retail is failing, America is failing because America runs off retail, off of consumerism. It's done. It's done, and not to mention all the damn credit companies are folding because the credit card. What she's not mentioning is the outlandish credit card debt, and what else is behind is the numbers of people who are behind on their car payments. Yeah. So the amount of credit that's owed in America because people aren't paying their credit cards on time, they just stacking them up and paying the minimals, all right, or just being late with them. Paying it every other month instead of every month, or not paying it all. And then the same thing is happening with the cars. They say that it's never been a time when there's been this many Americans that are constantly missing car payments or behind on their car payments.
Yeah, that's right. And then there's another thing too. The law that just I think it passed, or they trying to pass it, but basically no. Well, I'm going to say what it is. You let me say it, brother. Shit. Basically,
Yes, you do.
Right. 2 weeks suspension.
basically, that changed it so minimizing the amount of late payment and shit that a credit card company can change you.
Yeah,
So roughly paraphrasing. So basically, it's not going to be as beneficial for a credit company to even give out high risk loans or high risk credit cards. It's going to be less credit given now.
Yeah.
Because I can't even get paid as much. If you fuck up and can't do this, now I can't get the money I'm supposed to get. So they're going to start giving less credit. So you got Edomites that's living on credit. Or you pay, using this card to pay this card, and you buy this stuff with this card. You moving credit around, moving your debt around essentially.
Yep.
That's not gonna happen as much now because they're gonna stop giving out as much credit. So Esau was really just doing everything to fuck himself over. Oh, I hope I sent it. I seen the crazy video. I believe I sent it out though. But the whole TikTok thing, they snuck it in that Ukraine funding bill.
Right.
So they got a year to sell.
Oh yeah, Israel is included in that bill too.
Yeah.
Because I think there was 95,000 went to Ukraine and Israel.
Yeah.
I mean, 95 billion.
I know something. I wanted to make sure the listeners understood the deal. So with that whole TikTok, fuck the TikTok part. China's retaliating. So to communicate with China and stuff, they use certain apps like WhatsApp. Mm-hmm. So now they take us, and it's more than WhatsApp. It was 3 apps mentioned. WhatsApp's the main one I can remember. They basically like, look, you got to take these apps off the Chinese market then. So now if you are importing things from China, you got your factories. You can't communicate with the factory workers, the heads, whatever.
So they fuck themselves.
Yeah, they fuck you. I can't communicate with them to make sure I get my order right. I can't communicate with them to make sure I get this amount of numbers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so shit is they shot themselves in the foot. Now I got the Isaiah 19.
Both feet.
Yeah. Double cheddar, Bob.
With cheese.
But you said WhatsApp. Now, Yak, we do the song ball.
Right.
Guess what the main communication vehicle I got to do with the Venezuelans who play with us?
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp.
Well, that's cool. You in America. That's gonna fuck these business owners up. They gotta communicate with China. They're taking up China markets.
Hey, but they fuck up WhatsApp. They fuck up all of that damn markets.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because these are the people that ship this stuff to America from China.
Yeah.
Yeah. WhatsApp, Signal, Telegram. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Telegram.
That was 3.
Yeah.
That's 3. These are ways they communicate with foreign overseas. This Isaiah 19, and I'm starting. Hey, the fishers also shall mourn. All they that cast angle into the brook shall lament, and they that spread nets upon the water shall languish. Moreover, they that work and find flax, they that weave network shall be confounded. These are your companies essentially. What made America great? Of course, it was slavery, but it was because the exports that America had. Then you fast forward to the industrial age. They had the factories, which that's why the slavery transferred over from you working on this plantation to you working in the fucking factory. They needed factory workers. In fact, that was an article I seen a couple years ago. And the reason why Europe ended slavery first was not because they cared for the slaves. It was because why would any company hire the white workers if they can get slaves for free? They had to do that to help out the lower class of Esau. Same thing with America. They needed slaves to work in these factories, but they also needed some white motherfuckers that's low class that ain't gonna be able to be entrepreneurs and do some shit too. So we got it in so-called slavery.
Yeah. Classism.
But now what's happening, man? It says them that work in the fine flags, them that work in these things, hey, they're confounded. Bro, it's been shit that I've been trying to get, and the shelves are empty for weeks. Now, it's still there because it ain't that time, but you can see the difference.
How small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The prices on shit going through.
There's a word for it when they move the merchandise. And I can't think of
what to the front?
Yeah.
Yeah, false sale. It's a false sale, like a grocery store or whatever.
Yeah.
When they ain't got a whole lot of shit on the shelf, so they pull it all to the front to make the shelf look full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you pretty much did that in different Walmarts and different stores, Targets and shit like that too. They just spread all their merchandise out to make the store look, full. But you got these gigantic stores downtown that are practically empty
with big ass aisles in them.
Yeah.
Even the damn water, Crystal Geyser, that shit done skyrocketed. That gallon of water been $1 for the longest.
Right.
Now that shit done flew through. That shit, I think it's like, what's the cheapest you can find it?
The 265,
That's not the
275.
cheapest. That's
No,
not
at Walmart, I just bought one like 130 cents.
Oh, wow.
Right.
But show me where, because I've been, they went up in Family Dollar.
Yep. Yeah, the family. Yeah.
Family Dollar, it used to be like $1 something and some change. Now they're damn near dollars and some change. But that goes for every single thing that's on. I don't care from eggs to cheese to. Matter of fact, I buy coconut water. You know I eat real healthy, and I buy just the fruits and the vegetables. Everything on the fruits and vegetables across the board has went up.
Yeah.
I go buy the frozen fruits. They'll be $11.99. Now they're $12, $13, $14, $15, $16.99 just for the frozen fruits. The coconut water, I was buying for get them on sale for 2 for $7. Now they're $4 a piece, bare minimum, no deal. You know what I'm saying?
Avocados, you should catch you selling avocados every other week, so you could buy a week or two worth of avocados.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the last time I saw avocado sale.
My time.
You spend $5 or $4, which is a great price because usually $1 above.
Yeah.
You'll be happy to get over the last year or two. You'll be happy to get $5 or $4.
Yeah.
Shit, now
Everything in the grocery stores are increasing. Everything in every single market, I don't know where you are, it's increasing. The dollar is for shit. Matter of fact, silver price is hit $30 several times. And now it's buffering between $28, $29, $30.
They can manipulate that. Silver and gold is manipulated.
Yeah, well,
because they still got digital currency that they
Right.
No, I believe silver actually went up over 30.
It did go, no, it went over 30.
And I think,
30.
and then gold went up to 2,400, now it dropped down to 23.
It went over 25.
Yeah, I know it's about 2,300 now.
But it dropped down, yes. But when you watch gold and silver,
They
it
try
tells
to
you what
play
the
with
market
it
is.
anyway.
Yes, but you know JP, your guy Diamond.
Yeah.
He got in trouble for with JP Morgan over the silver, and they got prosecuted for manipulating the silver money, the silver market.
Okay.
So they got fined or whatever the fuck, and then like stop it, you got busted, and now go back to what you're doing, and they went right back. And so, but for them to do that, when you watch the gold and silver markets, that gives you a kind of barometer to what the dollar is doing.
But they still
all fucked.
But they still just playing with fucking paper because ain't nobody moving silver around in actuality.
Yeah,
Brother said,
huh?
100% right about that.
That's right.
Yeah, you can't really put a dollar value to it. That's just that's bullshit. This is back in Isaiah 19 and 10. And they shall be broken in the purposes thereof, all that makes sluices and ponds for fish. So the economy is crashing, man.
Mm-hmm.
Surely the princes of Zoar are fools. The counsel of the wise counsels of Pharaoh has become brutish. How say ye unto Pharaoh, I am the son of the wise, the son of ancient kings, which is modern day Egypt. Revelation 11:8. Where are they? Where are the wise? Are there wise men? Let them tell thee now. And let them know what Yahweh host has purposed upon Egypt. And part of that purpose, Isaiah the 10th chapter, he said, I was saying leanness amongst his fellows. James the 5th chapter.
It's
The
lean.
economy is
Everybody got a 6-pack now. It's lean up this bitch.
6-pack something.
Six-pack something, a whole different meaning.
Right.
Yeah.
The princes of Zoar are become fools. The princes of Noph are deceived. They have also seduced Egypt, even they that are the state of the tribes thereof. And the Israelites been standing upon who? Trusting who? Esau, Edom. All right? This is what's going into. They're fallen. They're fools. The Lord has mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof.
And that perverse spirit means it's understanding going from Teman. Yes, because when you're trying to think of how you want to make this decision, that decision, you got multi-Edomites making decisions. Lord put a perverse spirit there. So now you got Esau against Esau in every single way. Esau's divided like a cracked fucking egg with multi-cracks in it.
Uh-huh.
They're so divided. All the divisions got divisions.
Damn.
Hey. Go ahead,
The
bitch.
Lord has mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof. They have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggered in his vomit. Every decision they making is the wrong decision.
That's right.
They off balance, they falling over, right?
Like a drunkard.
There be any work for Egypt. which the head or tail, branch or rush they do.
Ooh.
The economy's crashing. Everything is going automated. The shit that's left. They fucking up. They imports because America import every fucking thing basically.
Mm-hmm.
They shot themselves in the foot being mad over TikTok. Mm-hmm. The one is algorithm, which this dude has nothing to do with China. And then the owner of TikTok has nothing to do with China.
What it came out, man. That a lot of those politicians actually have they have stock in IG, Facebook, and all their. So that's what it was. And TikTok is actually the giant, the big one, the one that's doing the most. And then plus TikTok also started doing TikTok stores, so people buying shit via TikTok. They want that algorithm. So that's what it comes down to. It's about money. It ain't about safety and the safety of America. If it was about the safety of America, you wouldn't be sending $95 billion to a country.
Overseas, right.
Because I mean, you that basically $95 million. That means you could send like $2 billion to each state and start fixing shit. So yeah, they full of shit. Yeah. But let's let that play again, and then we're gonna bring out some more scriptures and wrap.
600 stores this year. CVS closing 900 stores through the end of this year. Walgreens closing 150 stores. Outback Steakhouse has already closed 40 of its restaurants. UPS is cutting 12,000 jobs in 2024. Citigroup cutting 20,000 positions as well. eBay, why not? 1,000 jobs lost there. Microsoft cutting 1,900 positions. Expedia cutting 1,500. Cisco cutting 4,000. Apple cutting 600. It's entertainment too. Regal Cinemas closing 429 locations. Kroger's grocery store chain shutting down 413 stores. It's not affordable to be in retail anymore. Foot Locker closing 400 stores by 2026. Macy's will close 150 locations by 2026. Walmart already this year has closed 6 of its supercenters. While the U.S. Senate has passed nearly $100 billion to send to other countries that Joe Biden just signed yesterday, most can't even find Ukraine or Israel on a freaking map, let alone Taiwan. We're paying money that we don't have as our economy goes down the toilet and American jobs die. Of course, we know we're going to ban TikTok so nobody can talk about it freely.
Well, that's good. And that's exactly what the fuck is happening. All right, like I said, almost $100 billion. They could literally, if every state could get $2 billion, and then every state could use $2 billion. I know Illinois can. They could do a lot for the city of Chicago and even for the rest of the state. They could take care of all they homeless issues and all. Yeah, there's a lot of infrastructure. And there's bridges. Hell, you got a bridge out in Joliet there for what? About almost 10 years. Been saying drive across it at your own risk.
No. As soon as you enter on the bridge, it says drive across at your own risk.
How long has that been? It's been almost 10 years now, right?
Yes, it's been 19 minutes.
So at any moment, that's a disaster waiting to happen.
And purposely.
All right, get Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes 12.
Got it. 4.
And then somebody get that Ecclesiastes. Sirach. What were we at now?
The 25?
Yeah, Bible shot.
Ecclesiastes 12:4. And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of grinding is low, and he shall raise up at the voice of the bird, and the daughters of music shall be brought low.
Oh yeah, and all that is happening, man. There's no hope. All right, yeah. It really, because sometimes brothers get on brothers. You gotta work, gotta get a job. Ain't no fucking jobs.
Yeah, my shit.
Ain't no fucking jobs. They're getting smaller and smaller. All right, and the daughters of music is brought low, man. I mean, Doja Cat just came straight out and said, don't bring your seeds, don't bring your children to my concert. I'm talking about, fucking and getting pissed on. Getting my pussy ate and getting dick put in it.
And she should have to tell you that.
Basically what she said.
But you fucking, this is a side note, but she shouldn't have to tell you that.
She shouldn't have to tell you that.
You fucking parents are hearing the shit she's saying, and you still taking them. Yeah. Just like Nicki Minaj concert, you would see them, there be kids there, They getting on stage, but it's like, why is you allowing this shit?
Right.
The parents there with them.
And because because Doja Cat, that's my broad, man.
Yes, she is.
She talking about pissing on your V tape on your 6-pack and shit.
All
right. You know, all that. All right. So, you know, she shouldn't have to tell a mother not to bring your daughter to her concert.
That's a shame.
She shouldn't have to tell you that. They get mad when they hear the word bitch.
Yes.
Right.
You know,
not when Nicki Minaj or Doja Cat says it, but you know,
A man.
But that's crazy that you said that. Cause they be having Sexy Red come to fucking high school.
Nasty.
Like, why is you allowing
she
this?
telling
all
them
this
that
stuff?
ass up, bro.
That's Gucci brain.
Folly is taking great dignity. What type of shit is that?
like you said.
What she telling the girls? Hands on your knees.
That's right.
That's for me.
That's what she said.
Nasty.
Wow. But you gotta understand, every time a major
And that bitch
society
ain't
falls,
sexy.
She nasty.
every time a major society falls, it comes with it becomes base and
Debauchery.
debaucherous in every single way.
Absolutely.
They exalt the most basis of everything, and that tears down the society.
And that's how you know you at the end of it, because that's part of a sign of a society anyway. And the debauchery part is the last parts of it.
The bread and circus.
Yeah, it was
That
all about
debauchery, that's the telltale sign that the kingdom's coming to its end.
But go ahead.
I just watched the second season of Spartacus. Oh God, man, debauchery, man. That's the season when they go back, you know.
Oh, and show it.
They go back to when Gannicus became champion and got his freedom. And man, the shit that went on in that damn house, boy.
Oh, boy.
Cocking ass. That's what he said.
Yeah.
So
He was clapping the
that
bitch.
was the third season.
He clapping the bitch.
Yeah.
You look at the manservant
Yeah.
and tell him to place cocking ass, no dick.
Yeah.
It's a shame to say the shit, but if you was five, that's the shit that happened. Dude.
Yeah.
That shit happened.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said, no, he said, I'm about to climax. Place cocking ass.
Exactly. That's the exact phrase.
Before he busted his bra, he wanted to ride in his butt.
Oh man.
And so the servant had to get off the wall and you know and blast.
And the block.
Because of the as he
So he bust while he bust.
Because that shit is so.
Why she bust? So you know, it's just that's a whole lot of
That's
wickedness. The point is
that,
but hey, it's worse now.
Exactly. There it is.
And it's hard. And we're looking at that, it's like, damn, how can you get worse than this, man? And it's worse now, man.
Yeah.
And it said that the children of Israel are wax worse now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Do you remember we used to go to the to Yaki's brother in the barbershop when they did karaoke at the building right in the same parking lot.
Right.
Yeah.
You have origin.
Right across the street, right
That was a swinger joint.
And I remember sitting when they told me that, and I watched, you know,
A couple people go in and out.
I saw dudes pull up with their women.
I put it this way.
Couples going in and out of there. I watched it.
Brother, we went there for years, and never on our most busiest day would our cars outshine their weakest day at the swingers joint. When the swingers came in, they took the whole damn near parking lot. And I'm talking about,
And it was mostly Jake, I'm sure.
it was everything.
I got a scripture
It
for
was
you.
everything. It was Jake and
I don't know, when weird shit like that happened, I know it's Edomites.
and Jake and company.
No, Jake wicked as fuck. No.
And
70-year-old.
And they've been there for a long time.
Wow.
That's a swinger joint that's been around for a minute. I guarantee you, it's still there right
Oh
now.
yeah, they be having the parties and shit.
Yeah.
Like just not even that place. You will see the flyers and shit. There's
Right,
parties at the
right.
top.
Right.
The flyers they send out and shit.
So when you park out there, they stick them on your.
Yep, they should put it on your windshield. Yep.
Yeah, like this shit is rampant, man. Jake is wild. Like the one bitch even on that interview described how she was dealing with a son and the mother was dealing with the son. And the mother was like, look, let me show you how to
To do this. Yeah.
And she gave her tips to do it. They had a threesome.
Wow.
I got a scripture for you.
See,
No, it's a lot more wicked shit than that.
This is I got a
Well,
scripture.
Misty says she had one of her snap and one of her crap at the same time.
Right.
And she was scared again because somebody told her. I guess somebody told her they would slap in her face with their meat.
No
Right.
meat.
And she laughed and said, "You did that." I'm not afraid of that. Right? Literally, and she said that. No, Missy said.
Oh,
okay.
She said she had one of her crap and one of her snap at the same time. She's not scared to get snapped.
These folks wild too.
So these bras is out there, man.
The bitch there describing how they dealing. If it's slipped off the other dude, then they'll put it back in for the other dude. Put it back in the bitch. The shit they take on the internet, see the internet exposed.
Damn, is that brotherly love?
Don't be a brother to me,
bro.
Don't be a brother to me. To me, in that case, the hell to the no.
Damn, we gotta get out.
No. See, this shit right here is vexing me so much. I'm gonna leave the room, but this shit is vexing.
This is vexing. Ephesians 5 it says the shame to speak on the things they do in dark. Really, further says them that are light may manifest.
Man, this shit.
Man,
This,
Lord,
it's some shit. No Diddy, but it's some wicked shit. You know how they be posting the fucking TikToks on the Facebook. You click on it. It was a dude clapping a bitch while another dude under eating the bitch pussy and balls in his fucking face. That shit best the fuck out of me.
Come on, that too much.
That shit was wicked, bro.
Okay. Okay.
We give them pass. This
is second Ezra 14, looking at 17. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age. So much more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein.
And evils have increased to a point where I don't want to hear no more. I don't want to hear none of that shit. That shit is vexing to the soul.
You have to see it.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it.
But that's the morality.
Yeah, I bet you do the phone.
Man, I don't want. But that let you see. You know what I'm saying? Lord, I'm done.
But
that you're gonna say.
But the weaker of it is just, it's not just physically we was going to be weaker. Mentally, these motherfuckers are weaker. Morally, they weaker. They have no fucking legs to stand on and whatnot. And as it says, as the king's mind is, so shall the people.
Sensational.
Bring it out, then get that last scripture. That's 25.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 5, verse 7. And the Sodomites sea shall cast out fish and make a noise in the night, which many have not known, but they shall all hear the voice together. So, like I'm saying, this sodomy, this weird.
And for the Lord to call it a Sodomite sea.
Right. It's
casting out the
fish.
The planet.
If you go to the sea and how he said that the peoples and nations, this whole earth is covered because if you complicit with the Sodomites, you're Sodomite.
You buy on in with it.
Right.
You done bought in with it.
And the way Esau does with the LGBTQ, XYZ community,
yeah, if you speak against them, you're not. That's another thing. You're a T word now.
Yeah, sodomy everywhere,
right? You speak against them because they got more rights than you do.
Absolutely.
In Thailand, it was a video I seen of a bitch in Thailand. She wanted to be basically like she wanted to be popular, so she was saying she a lady boy. But then a real lady boy walked up and was like, "No, you're not." Like it was the whole thing. But
Right.
It was because it's trendy. How is being a lady boy trendy?
Wow. So she could be more popular. She started saying she was a lady
that
boy.
Was the whole joke of the skit.
She's a chick.
Yeah.
And then a real lady boy walked up.
You ain't me. Wow. That is fucked up.
Man, we gotta get out of it. Bring that scripture out.
This is Rock 25:7. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue.
Right.
A man that hath joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemies.
Lord.
The fall is ugly, boy.
You know, we're actually seeing the fall of Esau, Edom, man, and this is a beautiful thing. All right, so with that, we're going to give all praises, all honor, and glory unto the
Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai, Hashem Kakadash.
Kwam Yasharala,
above all. You know.
Funny as hell.
TikTok needs to be destroyed,
You
man.
couldn't even watch. That wasn't